So far what we have now is we have a way so that if Mike wants to come along and chat with the community, he can, and if Jimmy wants to come along, Jimmy comes along and he's like, hey, I want to talk to Mike. So he comes up here, he clicks on this search thing and he types Mike, and then Mike shows up right there, and now he types a message to Mike, says hi Mike, and then you can see over here that you can see that message from Jimmy right here. But now there's another one that comes along, and that is Mary. Mary comes along and says, hey, I want to talk to Jim and Mike. And Jim knows this, so Jimmy's like, cool, but I don't have a way to talk to you, Mary, except with a private message. And so we need to fix that so that we can add Mary, Jim, and Mike all in the same chat. And so how this is going to work is we're going to make it so if we click on a chat and we type someone's name, they are added to the chat that is currently active. So let's go ahead, go over here to our code, and we're going to go to in our chat container.js. We are going to have right here socket.emit private message, and we're going to say, we're going to say we're going to get that active chat. So the active chat of the chat container right now from out of its state. So this dot state, and then we're going to pass that to our socket. So we're just going to pass in active chat, right? And then now we go over to our socket manager.js, and right in here we have all our stuff that we want to do for when we want to add a new private message. Well, now we're going to make something so we can add an extra person on that private message. So we're going to say right here under our new chat, actually let's say it above our new chat. We're going to say if, let's get our active chat from here, active chat, right? And now we're going to say active chat, if active chat is equals to null, which means there is no active chat, or active chat is equal to, let's put triples equals here, it's equal to community chat. And we're going to just use the ID, so community chat.id and active chat.id. And if those are equal, so this means that if we have no chat active or it's the community chat that's active, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing so far. So if we go back to our application, you'll see there's not much change. So if I type in Mike, and I type in Mary, I can go ahead and go up here and say Mike and talk to Mike just as easily as I did before. So now let's go ahead and make it so we can add Jimmy. So right here, we're going to move this receiver socket up, which is going to be the user that's going to receive the private message chat. And then we're going to say here else. So if it's not the active chat and if the active chat is not the community chat and active chat is not equal to null, we're going to go ahead and add a new person to the current active chat. So all we got to do is say sockets dot to and then receiver socket, and then we are going to pass to that receiver socket or emit to that receiver socket a private message and the active chat instead of the new chat. And there we go. We got everything that we needed to do. And if we go back and we go ahead and refresh. All right, so Mike logs in, Mary logs in, and Jimmy logs in. All right, and then we say Mike, right? Now we have a chat with Mike. We say hi, Mike, and there's hi, Mike. You can see that Mike has that message, but now Mike wants to add Mary. So we type Mary here. And now nothing seems to be changed, but if we go to Mary, which is right here, you'll see that Mary is now added to the chat. So now that we have that, there's definitely a lot of things you can do with this, like have an indication of how many people are in the chat, or extend this name to be Mike and Jimmy and Mary, or a lot of things. But that's really up to you guys. I did this multiple people in the chat because someone asked for it, and I thought, why not? Not much code goes into it. And there you go, guys. Let's go ahead and do one more thing. So right now, whenever I type a name, you see that the name doesn't go away once we add that person. So let's go to our sidebar here, and we're going to go right here in our handle submit function, and we're going to say this dot set state, and we're going to set that receiver state to equal an empty string. So now if we go back, this should refresh. You'll see if I type in Mike and Jimmy, we add Mike to a private chat. We say, hey, what's up, Mike? Mike, and then there's that message. Then we go in here and say Mary. Mike adds Mary, and you'll see that the name disappears now whenever we add someone. Oh, we have to go into Jimmy's chat first and then add Mary. So then we do that, and now Mary has two chats open. One from Mike that's just him and her, and then another one that's Mike and Jimmy. And Jimmy, we go back over here to Jimmy, and you'll see that Mary's talking. Nice. There we go, guys. I appreciate the feedback that I'm getting from everyone. Keep on giving me likes. If you liked what's going on, go ahead and put a subscribe, and I'll put up more videos about React. But again, guys, I really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you.